Oh, there we go.
Good morning. Good morning. What's up, everybody? How are we doing today?
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Jason, I cannot see or deal with the comments.
Comments.
They're
We have
off to the
comments.
side on my phone. My phone is doing something weird right now, so I can just see I see the end of the P in MP and it says "Good morning, everyone." So it's like weirdly cropped on my phone. My laptop is a dunzo. I am going to bring it to my job site on Monday and I'm going to destroy it because that will give me great pleasure. Um,
That
yeah.
sounds that sounds appropriate.
Yeah. Monday, I don't know if I said this, but so Monday and Tuesday, our kids have off school, and I have a project that we are leading up to getting ready to demo. And the people that last owned it, they left like a hoarder's worth of stuff in it and like old, like gross stuff. So I took a couple of like cool books and old movies um, that I thought were interesting and cool. And then I left everything else. I let one of my guys go through and take whatever he wanted. And then I'm planning to bring Brooklyn to work with me on Monday so she can help me smash stuff. Because her and I get great pleasure in breaking stuff.
Excellent. Improving the
Yeah.
world. One piece of
One
technology at a
one
time.
shattered mug at a time. And what's funny is like, so I reached out to our little like friend group because I just figured it'd be like a cool thing to bring these people out to like my work and their kids and stuff like that. And so I made a video and I was like day one of me asking you guys if you want to come break stuff with me. And I grabbed this like, I don't know, it was like a candy corn uh like ceramic thing. And I showed it on camera and then I chucked it and broke it and I sent it to them. And the results I got, like all the girls in the chat, all the moms were like, "Oh man, that was so cute. Did you really break that? Like, what? No, it's Halloween. We could have really used that." And then they were saying like, "I really like that lamp. Don't break that lamp. Oh, how about that mirror?" Like everything I showed on camera. I think they were just messing with me. But I gave them the address and the details on how to get in. And no one took me up on the offer, so I'm gonna break everything.
I'm fine destroying anything candy corn related.
Yeah.
I think the world
Yep.
could use less candy corn.
Agreed. Agreed. Very much so.
MP sharing a little bit of business development.
Nice.
Congrats on that. I don't know what MP's business
Ooh,
is.
to buy
I
his
would like to
business.
learn more.
So it's like powder coating. So like he powder coats like one of the biggest things that he does, I think, is he powder coats like stadium seating and railings and stuff like that,
I
like out
gotcha.
where he is. I'm pretty sure. Um, so he's a very high-end metal painter,
I'm
right?
interested in what getting into careers like that entails. Here's why. We got a new couch down here in this space, so like we can actually hang out here now. It's really nice.
Hmm.
And now with the couch here, I'm reconsidering like what my studio space here looks like. Like all of a sudden, this table behind me is like way too big. So I'm like, okay, I think I need a smaller table. But we had a guy come in and shampoo and clean the carpet down here because it was
Hmm.
an absolute disaster. It's like pet stains, paint stains. There was a resin stain. I had a resin spill when I had
Oh
a
wow.
3D printer, and he did awesome. And it took him, I think, less than an hour, just one guy. And number
Damn. Okay.
one,
Nice.
I'm sure you have walked or seen like a freshly shampooed carpet. It's like one of the most satisfying things ever, you know? And if you're like me, you get great pleasure out of like things that are have been dirty for a while, and then now all of a sudden
Hmm.
they're clean. And I'm like, what? I was just like, oh, I wonder how you get into carpet cleaning. It seems like, like a very, very
No clue.
dirty jobs type
Yeah.
thought is like, do you just buy a carpet cleaner and then start advertising? Do you go to school for that? Do you have to go to like a trade school? But like the sandblasting powder coating, I'm just interested in how you get into that.
Yeah.
Like, where do you start? What's the first step?
It looks like we're gonna need another MP episode, y'all.
Yeah.
Um,
And how many things in MP's house are powder coated just because he can do that?
just because I'm gonna guess like very little, but I don't know. He may be a different human. He actually is a different human, so maybe he does have a lot of powder coated stuff in his house. Like, because I think like I don't like working on my house. I used to. Yeah, there we go. Very little. I used to build stuff and bring it home. Like I've built a picnic table, like a little wine table, planters, like all kinds of stuff for the house. And then it just like frustrates me that because most of it's outdoor stuff, so it's a little bit rougher. Like I don't like doing like really finished stuff. So it just frustrates me that like how much it deteriorates, how fast it deteriorates out in the weather here.
Mhm.
So then I just like my wife's like, "When are you gonna build us something again?" I'm like, "Never." I'm done. I gave all my tools away. That was part of like this little garage gym remodel was like giving away all my tools um to make space on those shelves for everything else that was basically where this gym is now.
Mhm. Yeah, it's nice to see you at home at your garage finally.
Yeah, and I finally did
Um,
a workout this morning, so that feels good. But yeah, we're here. We're going 7 days straight, y'all. Let's mark today as day one, just because I want to go all the way through to a
well,
whole nother weekend.
well, you have to give credit to how we do it Monday through Thursday. You got to give a little bit of credit to that. Damn it.
I know that's the easy route. Like the easy route would be we do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and technically we've done 7 days straight.
Or
But I
just
just want
go.
to. I'm gonna change my name to day one of seven. Um, I'm not going to because I can't do that on my phone. Maybe Jason will. But anyways, because you got 12 days now to 45
12
or
to
11.
45.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. And you haven't
Um,
you haven't missed that, right? I think I've noticed it ticking down each time. So
nope. Every day. Every day I'm
I
going to
know
do
how
it.
you are about numbering things.
Why are we on 24 to 15 all of a sudden? Yeah, I'm thinking about that. I'm not particularly alarmed that I'm hitting 25. I'm feeling pretty good. 25, 45. Feeling good about it.
Hey, you look
I,
good for
I don't,
45, man.
I
I
don't,
hope I
I
look
don't
that
see.
good at 45.
Oh, well, thank you. I don't feel particularly alarmed. I don't sense any midlife crises coming on.
Good.
So I'm thankful for that.
So you're not
If
getting a
we're
Corvette in 12 days?
No, I don't. I could never connect with that thought. Like,
Yeah.
why? What? I don't know. I never understand. I don't even know if like how is that even something true? Is that something that people actually do? Like, it's definitely a stereotype of like middle-aged guys getting the
Yeah.
red sports car, but it's just not. It's not anywhere on my list. Um,
Hmm.
One thing I do want to do for my birthday is I want to plan it. I want to plan my birthday. I don't really feel like having any surprises. I don't really feel like being um
Don't you just have 12 days to plan it?
yeah, but those days disappear really quick and I'm probably going to start panicking around day 2. But I want to plan something for people. I don't want to party. I just want to do something. Like I want to it's also like 2 days before our Thanksgiving break, which I'm really excited for.
Oh, okay.
But it's like
2 days
I want to
before. So you'll be at work.
I was thinking maybe taking my birthday off. I deserve that. Maybe that's
45.
my midlife crisis is I just take my day off. Um, but I want to gather maybe a few people, not for a party, just for like a little acknowledgement of our of our presence and relationships. What does that look like? I don't know. These are all just the big thoughts that get me 9% there, and
I
the
still,
last 10% is the actual.
I'm still hung up on. You only have 12 days. I started telling my daughter to plan her birthday like a month ago, and because we've had some issues in the past where like her birthday is the weekend of Thanksgiving, like it's the 29th, so it's like Saturday or Sunday of after Thanksgiving, and most years it falls there, like on the weekend of Thanksgiving. There are some years where Thanksgiving is a little earlier, so it doesn't fall that way. But
Mhm.
every year we have problems with attendance, like because people go out of town. And so I told her, I've been telling her earlier and earlier, like, hey, you got 3 to 4 friends like that you really want to come to your birthday. You got to lock them down like early, and you got to have them tell their parents because like I'm noticing still at this age, like we're trying to make our kids independent and have these conversations and set these play dates and these interactions with their friends, but the parents still very much like control the schedule. And the kids, I've noticed kids saying yes to things and confirming, but then they don't end up coming because on the day of their parents made some other plans because the kids didn't tell their parents that it was so and so's birthday or there was an event going on at our house or whatever. And so I'm like, you need to make sure that your friends tell their parents and that they put it in the family calendar or that they review the family calendar, like, and that's what we did with our girls is we gave them access to the family calendar, and so they can add stuff now. So when they have a friend's party coming up, the first thing they do is add it into the calendar, and then that way Amy and I know that there's something that they want to do that day, and we are not booking other stuff for in the way.
Yeah, it's so easy to lose track of the calendar. Kristen's really good at like writing things down. I used to be good at keeping things in my head. Uh, I mean, I still am, but there's too much overlap to do that effectively anymore. So, if we're starting today with a little bit of grats, thankful
Hmm.
for our new couch, and
Nice.
for managing our schedule. Um,
This is like Mama Bear is in here dropping crazy stories like you're both giving me anxiety right now, which I don't ever get. So not like Jason's trying to plan a party in 12 days and Mama Bear has 86
no,
people
not a
coming
party.
over.
No, it's not a party. It's not a party, Dom.
I'm
Stop
not trying to
stressing. Not a party.
just
Just
going to
a gathering.
dinner.
It's
You know
just
what
a.
I've had fun doing that we've done lately is and I don't know if you're interested in it, but going and finding one of those like hidden speakeasies. Those are kinda cool. We had a couple that pop up out here, and it's just like it's very interesting if you can book it, which they book out sometimes, but, like, knowing that you're going to a regular restaurant, and then if you book it, there's, like, this weird hidden door, and then there's, like, a, you know, darkish room with a bar and fancy cocktails. I think it's kinda cool.
That you need a code word to get into. There is a
Mhm.
speakeasy here in Longmont, but I hear such weird and wild reviews. It's like it's called a speakeasy, but they'll have open mic night, they'll have
Mm,
burlesque night,
okay.
they'll have like other events. And then I hear about like fights happening also inside. So
Oh.
you really could get anything. Maybe that's what I'll do for my 45th. Is finally get into a bar fight. No, just kidding. Not gonna do
Oh,
that. Gratitude,
interesting.
Dom. What's your gratitude today? I don't know if you already
My
said it.
gratitude today, I went real simple. I just started naming things. So I got on here pickles, Celsius, Amazon, friends, Tesla, iPhone, Twitter, my friend Blaze, and my wife.
Blaze.
Sometimes I just list stuff. It feels easier.
What is this word blaze? Where does that come
Oh,
from?
sorry. I said, what's funny is I said Blaze, right?
Yeah.
I actually wrote my friend Blake. But Blaze was on my mind because I tuned into his stream last night, and then I was just on Twitter posting about our 7 days of VDads coming up, which I don't ever do. So I was tagging like you and Blaze and everyone like that. So yeah, Blaze is on my mind. We could change it to my friend Blaze. I like that guy. He's a good dude. He gave us a
He's
good shout out on his show on Whatnot last night when he saw me pop in. He was dropping some flowers. Super nice guy, sweet guy.
okay. So okay. Here, good to hear he's at least active. I have no idea what he's up to. I'm not on Whatnot. I started an account like 3 months ago.
Yeah, no, it's troublesome. But I knew he had a show going on, and in real truth, it was because I know Plush Garden has a show on Saturday, I believe. I don't have the time, so I was gonna try to figure that out. But if she's still in here, she can post on there. But where I think she's selling her stickers, like her new series of stickers, where she highlights all the streamers, and we were one of the lucky people that she chose to feature in a sticker. So I thought that was kind of cool. So I just wanted to pull up the Whatnot and get back on there and try to see if I can carve out some time to pop in and say hello to her and support her just like she's been supporting us. So
mm,
simple thing, it's hard for me to do because again, that's like one of those things that it's troublesome. Like that app wants a lot of attention. There's a lot of shows on there. It somehow tricks me into buying stuff that I don't need or want. Um, and yeah, so
so that's why you sold your tools, just to make space for all that stuff that you're getting.
grateful for having the space to listen, talk, and hang out with like-minded people. Yeah, exactly, sir. Exactly.
Love sack. I've heard of the love sack. Yeah.
Oh
Movable
yeah.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Are
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You have a really nice big ottoman, but it's just nice that it's like I forgot that this is a space we can actually hang out in. So that's
Oh,
nice.
downstairs, yeah.
Yeah. So you might maybe you'll see people in the background at some point if they ever decide to wake up early. Um, so I read the page today. I read November 8th. I've been a day ahead for 3 days. I just realized, uh,
Really?
both at school and
It
here.
happens.
Um, talking about the word hope, um, and what it means when we get cynical about things that are going on the planet. And I really like the message today about the world always having good bones, even though maybe
Mm-hmm.
maybe the outside's a little bit less than stellar.
Yeah.
Um, I was thinking mostly about today about tomorrow's reading, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. Um, and it was a little bit of a bigger theme than maybe I was prepared to think about this morning. So I was just kind of like ruminating on how we handle uh, instilling hope in kids. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's very easy for kids to be positive because they haven't quite seen the shitty things that can happen going on around the world.
Yes.
Um, like we were every week on Fridays, we show, or the eighth graders, they see like the CNN 10. It's like a quick 10-minute snippet of what's going on around the world.
Okay.
And my I used to do this like 5 years ago. I would do that because I had like this 20-minute class, and I was like, well, I guess I'll just show the kids what's going on in the world. And if you've seen the CNN 10 or any other kind of like kids news, I'm sure there's much better versions of it. But this guy, the host, he's like very excited. He is smiling, but he immediately goes into all the shitty things that are happening around.
Yeah.
But he's explaining them very excitedly. It's like I think the
Good. You're
story.
giving me mixed signals, sir.
Yeah, it's like last week it jumped right into like the Israel-Gaza conflict, and I'm like, really? Is that how we want to end the week here?
Yeah.
On in the last 20 minutes on a Friday. So I'm kind of struggling with how to put this into words.
Well, I was gonna say like my take on the reading, and it's like it's funny because literally yesterday I was having conversations and I hadn't read it yet. Because it's today's reading and I'm not a day ahead. But I was having conversations with my friend Scott about the stock market. And then I later translated that conversation into a relationship argument my wife and I were having. But like to kind of go on the topic of like hope and good bones, like we were talking more along the lines of over the course of like however many years it's been and however many years it's gonna be, the the world, while we have our ups and downs and we have these problems and we have all this stuff going on, and you can easily turn on the news and get 10 minutes of just the horrors that go on. There's so much great things, so much progress, like year after year we're making strides in like technology, community, like engagement, like all that kind of stuff. And it's kind of like investing in the stock market. Like if you just put money in 20 years ago, like today, like in certain things today would more than likely you'd be up. Like even though there's all those downs, you'd be up. Like it's like Bitcoin or like any of the ETFs or any of the power funds. And then I was telling my wife, because we were kind of in a little argument, I was like, we've been going on this relationship for 18 years now, lots of up and downs, lots of times where we're in disagreements, and we were in one this last week. Like, but overall, like I've seen tremendous growth. Like I'm only more heavily in this relationship than I was when we first started. And it's kind of like that theory. That's the theory I've been rocking with the last 24 hours. And it's just funny because it kind of falls into place with this reading.
Yeah, that's actually something that I'm on that page with you. That was the one thought, and thank you for reminding me. Was if when I was thinking about me and Kristen, we had like we didn't have a fight. We kind of had we had a discussion that was kind of both on our minds as far as like our expectations in relationship, and uh, it was, without getting into specifics, we were it was like one of the threads of our relationship that we were miscommunicating on. It's like we were both we both had thoughts that we assumed were being communicated, but were not. And we had to,
Mm-hmm.
it was like after kind of like a few months of what I thought what I was doing correctly. And I think I talked about it. It was like through the Parrot app they were doing. I was doing what I thought was doing. I'm going to get this point out, I swear, in the next 30 seconds. Um, I thought I was doing my due diligence and being communicative and like sharing my thoughts, and it was not coming across that way through like the leaving comments through this thing, and it
Yeah.
was really like rubbing Kristen the wrong way. And we had not talked about that over a few months actually. So it was like this. It was just a big reset. It was literally like
Mm.
rebuilding this particular area of our relationship, but because, like you said, we've been investing and making smaller improvements in other parts of it. It was like that paid off because we kind of understood better how to resolve that instead of giving up on everything. Not
Yeah.
that we were going to do that, but it's, the more areas of a relationship or whatever that you invest in kind of supports the rest of that,
Hmm.
almost kind of like, if I make this vastly wild connection to middle age, it's when we talk about like the red sports car, in my mind, if a guy turns 45 or 50 or whatever and is like, fuck it, I'm getting a red convertible, in my head, and this is just me, I'm like, I feel like that's a sign that other parts of his experience were not invested in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless they're into cars. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being into cars. I think I succinctly and concisely finally wrapped that thought up.
Let's go. Well done, sir. Well done. Um, I mean, good reading. Happy Friday, everybody. What do we got going on here? The chat left us. Our two friends. Questions to the group. What is your midlife crisis? Crisis? Yeah, it's just a typo.
Or what will be it? Like that has been a thought, is like, what is going to be my midlife crisis? And I
Yeah,
have
so
no
I go
idea.
back and
Don't
forth
know.
right now between like traveling, like some hardcore traveling around the world kind of thing. But I also like I still have this itch to like get back my Jeep. Um, so I think every time I look at it, I'm like, and I think to myself like how all the things that I did to it that I would want to do better, and then it just like gets so much more expensive in my mind. Uh, and I'm like, that just seems like a big waste of money at this point. So I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be, but I think travel is going to be what it is because that's going to be something for both Amy and I. I'm
Yeah.
talking about like 15 years from now.
My aunt has told me a story a few times about my grandparents when my dad and my aunt uh they were I think they were in like their 30s or 40s. They started traveling, and I think they went to Switzerland, they went to France and other areas in Europe. And one story that stuck out in my mind is they're walking through the streets of France and they were in a fight. Like my grandparents, my papu and granny, they got into a fight in France and they ended up walking on opposite sides of the street in France on this trip. And when I think about travel, about like that, whatever you're going to crash out on in middle age,
Yeah.
whether it's travel or whatever, anything, that was a really good story to me because it doesn't, just because you make this big change does not mean that your problems or issues go away. It's like you don't leave them at home, they
Mm-hmm.
stick with you. So whatever they got in an argument about in France, you know, I'm assuming it came with them from home, you know,
Yeah.
and travel may not, like, it's not going to change you. I don't think travel has always been something on my mind, but at this point in my 40s, I'm like, I don't think it's going to give me the personal change that I previously thought it would.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm pretty comfortable with who I am. I don't really think that I need any other kind of insight. I still want to travel, but at this point, the travel portion is more of like a checklist item, not like a worldview mindset. But I still would love to try. Like, I would love that to be a part of my second half of life. Absolutely.
Yeah. David wants to get back to his fighting weight. I thought that was pretty funny that while you were talking about your grandparents fighting in Paris, David's like, I want to get into some fights.
Well, if I'm going to
I know
speakeasy,
that's not that what that meant, but
the first person I want with me at the speakeasy is David once he gets back into fighting weight.
B Dad's bar fight coming soon
Yeah.
for Jason's 48th birthday.
Well,
Oh man.
any last thoughts for today? I'm excited that we did it today, and I'm excited that we're planning on doing it this weekend. I don't feel like I have to like summarize the week or anything.
No, I'm ready. I'm ready to get up and get down here and do the thing. I'm still really bummed about the whole like phone laptop thing, but it is what it is. I tried to get on one of my kids' iPads, but I don't know the screen time passwords. My wife has control of those. So like I got locked out on the iPad because I was guessing her passwords.
I have I trust my older daughter, but something tells me that she knows more than I do about restrictions.
Well, what's
And I
funny
and
is
I
this.
don't know what to do about it right now.
What's
'Cause
funny
there's
is
things like
this iPad isn't even one of the kids' iPads anymore. It was Brooklyn's old iPad. She gave it up, and now Amy uses the iPad. But I think it's still connected to Brooklyn's iTunes account, and so therefore it shares the screen time.
yeah.
So it just cracks me up because when Amy wants to use it, I think she's technically unlocking screen time for Brooklyn as well.
I think that
But
would
I
be my
definitely
midlife.
couldn't get into it.
I think I just realized what my midlife crisis crash out would be is trashing all the technology. I feel like I feel like there's so many, like if every device that you use has a little piece of thread to it,
Yeah.
instead of just, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi waves, it would be an absolute mess. And that does cause me low level anxiety once in a while.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think I just figured out my crisis. Thank you.
We're here for it.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We will.
Morning, Growfits,
Oh,
but we got to
hi,
go.
Brian.
Yeah.
See you Monday. No, Brian, we're going 7 days straight. We'll be back here tomorrow morning, bright and early, and Sunday, and Monday, and Tuesday, whatever 7 days away from today is. Today was day freaking one. Love you all. Thank you for showing up. We appreciate you so much. And yeah, we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Good job with the fade out. And it didn't
I'm
happen.
trying. I'm really trying here. I don't have the video though. There it is. Oopsie.